Good morning and welcome to Daybreak Plus on a
Thursday.
It is Thursday.
The 5th of February.
Okay, I didn't.
Don't put us back to Wednesday.
I have not. I have made a mistake, but you haven't seen it yet, and I've ruined it because I didn't even have to admit that I made a mistake.
No, there's no need to admit it.
It hasn't been on the screen yet. So I'm just going to fix that.
Fix that. Just a little tweaky-weaky here.
I'm also still waiting for Matt. This is the second day in a row.
He's a busy man.
He's going to get in trouble.
He's got things going on.
I'm not in charge. He can't be in trouble. He is busy. This busy time of year. He's got the snow and sports report and all that.
It's interesting that we're going to hit 30s tomorrow. The first day temperatures above freezing in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then next week, I've been looking at that 8-day, and my eyes light up because I see mid-30s.
George is going ice skating next
See
week.
mid-30s. I'm going to try to get out there very soon.
I'm going to hold you to this.
Okay. I got to get some video. Got to have proof of performance.
Picture it didn't happen.
Right.
That's the way the kids
So I'll get someone to take a video of me, or maybe I'll take a video as
I don't get to go ice skating with you? Okay,
Well, maybe,
I see
maybe
how
so.
it is.
Maybe so.
We
You
need
can
to
take
make
the video.
We need to make a whole thing of this.
All right.
Don't you think?
No, why not? I'd like to go to Rosa Parks Circle because
Yeah.
I have not been there yet.
It's
I've
nice.
been obviously there, but not to
and,
ice skate.
nice and close.
Nice
too.
and close. That's right.
Nice of you to join us, Matt.
Matt is in the house. We were just talking
Snow
about
condition days, man. I'm just like frazzled. Can't focus.
I could set an alarm for you. You should set one on your phone for
I should.
7:55.
that
Yeah, I'm
might
doing a- I'm
interrupt
doing a
your
cut-in
cut-in,
at one
those
next.
cut-ins.
Okay, 7:57. 7:58.
There you go.
How's that?
59.
Sounds like we're
Oh,
like in
goodness.
Price is Right.
Yeah, we have a
Can't
cut-in
go over.
at
Yeah,
about
can't go over.
56.
It's tricky timing. So as
7:56.
soon as you get done with that cut-in, that's your alarm.
All right, there you go.
There we go. I know you like to look at things that happened in history, weather related.
Yeah,
So let's talk about 2014.
let's do
Look
it.
at that.
92% ice coverage on Lake Superior, which is the deepest and biggest lake, right?
Yes. It's like a little ocean.
Well, a lot of times people come here and they say it's like going to the ocean. Even people who live in Florida have said that to me.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. So yeah, on this day in 2014, the ice coverage was 92%, but by the end of the month, it got up to 96%.
Coast Guard had to use their cutters to open up those shipping channels because they were clogged up.
It was really tricky for the ships trying to
Yeah.
get through.
Several of those freighters, especially the 1,000-foot ones, the mega freighters, got stuck.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty good documentary about that. A lot of them are docked in the Sturgeon Bay area in Wisconsin, not too far away from Green Bay. And the ice was so thick that one of them actually dented their hull, and it started leaking.
Ooh.
That's how thick the ice was. And not only was it expansive, it was thick. So that presented a lot of problems up there that year. And I think 96% was the most since 1979, if I'm not mistaken. So
I knew you'd know something about this.
yeah, that was pretty epic.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. I hope to get on it this weekend. I'm seeing some varying reports that there might be a couple cracks up around the island that we have to look out for. That we may not be able to do the ice bridge, but
No.
I'm going to try to do it. We're going to just go up there. It
hasn't
looks
been
really
warm enough.
I know. It hasn't been above freezing up there for over a half a month at least.
I guess that's why ice is so dangerous,
Yeah.
though, because even when it's cold enough, you don't know what is happening underneath
Yeah.
and what warm currents have made their way through.
I don't know. I just saw a report the other day. A guy just went across it. So it's one of those things we have to go up there. Not only that, but the temperature this weekend is going to be really, really cold, probably close to zero Saturday, Sunday morning. So I would think it'd be all right. I'm going, man.
He's going.
Have you ever seen those videos where people have actually ridden snowmobiles on the water?
On the
No.
water?
Oh yeah,
haven't seen
just
that.
like a wave runner.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is it? It's not just like a wave runner.
No, but you'd be surprised how well they can do in the water.
I don't want to test that.
I don't want to do that either. Because if you fail,
that does not sound
not
like,
good.
You have to go fast enough, I guess, and not slow down.
You do, of course. Yeah.
Yikes. No thanks.
Yep.
Chili in the water.
That'd be like
Don't
the
wanna be in there.
understatement.
He
of
won't
the
even
year.
go ice skating unless it's 35.
35.
Well, it looks like George is going tomorrow.
I think it said 33 was the high.
We
35.
said next week we're going to try and get him out.
I'm gonna
at Rose
try.
Park
I'll
Circle.
try
All right.
maybe next weekend.
Well, we were waiting for you. We were discussing this.
Maybe Friday. Maybe next Friday or
You guys do
Saturday.
like paper, rock, scissors?
He's promised.
Ooh, George. Have fun with it.
I haven't
a
been
good
on
ice
ice skates
skater.
in probably 3 years.
3 years?
with
Yeah.
with the kids the last time. I think I still have it. I think I still got it.
I bet you do.
I used to rollerblade a lot too.
Oh, that's,
years ago.
Yeah.
And
He's going to be zipping around there, doing flips.
He'll probably do a pirouette. He's going to shock us all.
Oh, what's this?
Some snow heading our way. We had 2 back-to-back days without snow.
This
measurable
is an
snow.
actual system, not lake effect?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, just a weak little system moving in. The main system is up in Canada, but we're getting the southern flank of it, if you will. And it's not going to be much, probably an inch in most areas or less initially with this first batch. There's some of that snow. Oh, that glorious snow. I'm going to play in that next week. Right by that 44 inches. That's where we're going to be. And 99% of the state covered with snow. I'm trying to figure out who isn't.
right,
No,
look
it's like
at that.
Maybe just south
Where's
of
the
Alpena.
1%
Yeah, I know.
At the Indiana border.
Yeah, what I've noticed since last week's report that we haven't received much snow. It certainly hasn't been warm. What's happening is the snow is compacting a little bit, so some of those depths have come down just a little bit. There's still plenty out there to do whatever you want to do for the most part, especially on this side of the state. Nonetheless, here's that little system moving through. That's just going to put down between really today and tomorrow, probably about 2 to 4 inches, 1 to 4 inches here. Not a whole lot. And you can see it moving in. May create some slippery spots this afternoon here and there. I think most of the main roads should be okay. And then we pick it up tomorrow morning. Now, we could see a little bit of freezing drizzle work its way into the mix. But again, when it's preceded with snow, it's not really that big of a deal. Just more of a nuisance to scrape off your car more than anything else. And then tomorrow morning, I think Tom was just commenting how easy this morning has been. Maybe a little bit more challenging tomorrow morning.
He jinxed himself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so the timing of which, this time it's not going to hold off until after the morning commute. It should, be the same time. And then we'll clear it out. We'll end Friday dry with about 1 to 4 inches of snow. How much snow? That's the sweet spot right there, west of Grand Rapids, just south of Holland. Does include the Hudsonville area, Muskegon, Newaygo, Fremont, Big Rapids, westward, the Mears, and everybody else about 1 to 2 inches. So not a big system, just freshening up the snowpack a little bit. Should be super bright this weekend with that fresh snow. It's going to be colder. We get kind of a teaser on Friday with 35 degrees. I think the kids are going to like it. Maybe some good packing snow when they come home from school on Friday. And this weekend, temperatures for the most part in the teens, lows in the single digits. So it's a cold weekend again, but there's that pattern change. It arrives next week with temperatures consistently in the 30s. The forecast models are really all over the place in terms of when our next chance of precip is after this weekend. So right now we're going with a messy mix on Thursday, but there's some that bring it in on Wednesday, but I think it's more likely going to be on Thursday. And when those temperatures warm up this time of year, you have to introduce that mix. It's not going to be just snow like we've seen the past few weeks.
Well, and that can be tricky too when the ground's so cold.
Right.
And you get that mix and then it's just ice.
And then potholes.
Oh, well,
Potholes up to your knees.
not even to bring in the potholes, man.
Yeah. So here you go with the
Fun, fun,
temperatures. I mean, that's a pretty warm look for mid-February.
It is.
I like that.
Sheesh. So we'll be melting some snow around here, and it looks like an active pattern really throughout most of the United States. If you have any vacation plans in Florida, looking much better than the previous weekend.
Matt.
No,
Not going back?
No,
Oh, okay.
actually, we are going back. I just found this out the other day from my wife. She says, all right, I got a place a VRBO down in, I think it's Indian Beaches or something like that. I don't know. It's somewhere.
That sounds fun.
Somewhere south of Clearwater. So, yeah. So second week of March.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
Hopefully
could get
it'll
away.
be warm by then.
You said
Road trip.
March averages 9 inches of snow
Yeah.
in the area, right? Yes. All right.
Well, you know,
But
we're
that, you know, March can be super variable. I mean, some years we can get 20 inches. You know, some years inch or two.
they've been getting lots of snow in Cortina.
Yeah.
Games are underway.
Yeah. Was it the last Olympics that they really struggled with snow? I know this year they are not. They're doing fantastic.
Yeah,
Actually, they've delayed events, haven't they? Because of so much
Well,
snow.
so Lindsey Vaughn was supposed to do her practice run yesterday.
Okay.
And she didn't get to do that. But yeah, so this is in the mountains. You can actually see though. Yesterday we were showing you, and it was just you couldn't see very far in front of the camera. So that is Cortina d'Ampezzo. This is Milan.
That looks
where
great.
it's generally warmer.
Milano.
And it has been warmer, but this is the first day they've had these blue skies and sunshine.
Oh, you can see the mountains in the distance. I didn't notice that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Cool.
So it's really, really pretty there right now.
It is.
And this is where the indoor events happen in Milan, like figure skating. Curling has been going on. The U.S. team beat Norway in mixed doubles.
USA coming to life this morning.
8 years ago, Daybreak took on curling. That was my excellent, I don't even know, toss. It's not a toss. I don't know what you call it, but that's how experts we are. But this was a lot of fun. This was pre-George, but Matt and Tom were both there.
Watch it.
There's a lot of falling. Matt, you were a great sweeper.
Sweep it.
Oh, man, I can sweep.
This is my favorite part of it, the sweeping.
Is it really?
I just love to
kinda
watch them
fun.
sweep.
It's actually a workout, too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was. I wouldn't mind actually joining a club.
Well, there is one in Grand Rapids
Look at
now.
that form.
Well, it's not in Grand Rapids. It's Cedar Springs, but there is
Oh, is
a
it?
Grand Rapids curling
Okay.
club now that you can go to.
I do enjoy it.
So yeah, here's what's happening today.
I was just noticing how much darker my hair was, or less gray.
So we have more mixed doubles today. This is
I'm excited.
This is
I love the
from
Winter Olympics.
yesterday. So
So
today
today is tomorrow.
today is tomorrow in this.
Tomorrow's today. You know
Tomorrow's
what we
today.
mean. It's happening now.
So that when we went and did that curling, that was with the Kalamazoo Curling Club.
Yeah.
And they have some stuff going on.
Yes, they do. And Nicole Tam will tell you all about it.
If you're not familiar with curling, there are a few aspects to it, but essentially it boils down to a stone and a broom. It is a team sport, and the idea is you want to get that stone as close to the center. At the end, it's called the house. It's close as possible. So you have to be kind of good at both, at pushing it and gliding it along, and also as the sweeper trying to get it to match. And it's a lot of fun. But there is an event this weekend here in Kalamazoo if you want to try it out. It's on fake ice, but at least you can get a gist of what the sport is about. The main reason why there's an event here this weekend, it's an official launch party from Wax Wings Brewery because they're launching a new beer that's called Hammered and Stoned. It's made in collaboration with the Kalamazoo Curling Club. And that effort started last summer, and you can try it in the taproom today, but that party on Saturday is the official launch party. I was told because it's an IPA, it tastes pretty sweet, and it's a lighter beer. This beer release is a way for members to stay engaged with the club because right now there's no place for those members to play as they're looking for a new sheet of ice. A representative from that club did stop by our Kalamazoo studios this morning. She explains how the sport is helping bring people together. And then the shot will play from the 6 o'clock hour. And here's the full screen, 3, 2. Here's the details if you want to stop by that party. It'll start at noon and runs through 10 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. This is again at the Wax Wings Brewery on Goal Road. There will also be live commentary throughout the day on different matches and meets and also other activities throughout the day. And here's the beer itself. We were able to get our hands on one of them, and it's really cool. A quick side note, if you want to support local, this is it. From the design of it itself and the beer itself, all of it made right here in West Michigan. So an event itself, time to support local, and something to do this weekend here in Kalamazoo.
Well, we appreciate her.
Yeah, it's nice to have Nicole on Daybreak this morning.
It was. She did a great job.
Excellent job, as usual.
As usual. And it was nice that she did have someone from the Kalamazoo Curling Club who came over to the Kalamazoo studio to talk about all of that. So
You know what? I went through a big phase of IPAs. I'm sort of phasing them out now.
Yeah?
I'm moving on to
Darker or?
lagers.
Okay. Not like a stout.
No, I don't really like dark beer.
So if you're going to buy Georgia beer, make it a lager. We do have a lot of stories to get to making headlines on a national level that involves Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to that coming up.
Stay with us, please.
And thank you. Welcome back to Daybreak Plus.
Lots of
on a
news
Thursday.
happening.
Lots of news. We'll start local. It's all local. It's all related.
All tied into local.
But we've been talking this week about the Grand Rapids Police Chief, Eric Winstrom, and the fact that he's going to be leaving for Florida. He made it all official this week. So that is happening. And we've heard from people in the community who've been advocates for the community about what they think of his time in Grand Rapids.
They praised his approach and have said that he's done an excellent job, de-escalation training, that type of thing. And here's one more on what they had to say.
Majority of people are now coming forward, doing the things that they should do on their blocks and taking care of each other. And I think that was kind of due to him being out there and being in the community all the time.
So yeah, that was the executive director of the Baxter Neighborhood Association. But that was sentiment that we heard from other people as well.
Winstrom will be here. He doesn't start in Florida until March 2nd. No word yet on the interim chief. And of course, there's a search now for the new chief.
Our Attorney General has done something in response to complaints she's heard about ICE in Michigan and arrests in Michigan and how long people are staying in some of these detention centers. She had a round table yesterday in Detroit where she heard from a lot of different people about what's going on.
We're increasingly seeing
Sometimes
incidents that are started with a minor traffic stop and escalating to involving ICE, which results in the arrest and detention.
Sometimes the people are being detained for long periods or even indefinitely. So that's been one of the issues. And she says that 70% of Michigan detainees do not have a criminal record.
So she's created this immigration action reporting form to report federal immigration government action in the state. So she's saying if you see something, if you see a crime or something that you don't think is quite right, you can go to this form and report that to the AG's office.
And you can find that form on the department's website.
The other news this week has to do with comments that President Trump made initially on a podcast, but he talked about it yesterday when he was talking to reporters, saying that the federal government should take over our elections. Here's some of what he said yesterday.
If we have areas, take a look at Detroit, take a look at Pennsylvania, take a look at Philadelphia. You go take a look at Atlanta, look at some of the places that horrible corruption on elections, and the federal government should not allow that.
Now, there has been all this action in Georgia where the federal agents went in and took voting records from the 2020
2020 election.
And so now the state of Georgia is suing over that. As far as, he mentioned Detroit, the governor has responded to those comments. She's saying, this is not going to happen on my watch. Here's what she posted online.
Any attempt by the federal government to take over Michigan elections should be seen for what it is, an attempt to take away your constitutional right to vote. Now, it's not going to happen on my watch.
As far as the plausibility of this happening, it's a complete federal takeover, would face massive constitutional, legal, and even practical obstacles.
The president's getting pushback from people in his own party. For
Right.
example, Majority Leader John Thune said it was harder to hack 50 election systems than one, and there have been several other high-profile Republicans who are opposed to a federal takeover.
And there's some precedent to suggest that this couldn't happen either. Even the anti-commandeering doctrine, Supreme Court rulings in 1992 and 1997, the federal government cannot force states to implement or enforce federal programs. But I think the biggest barrier, because Congress can make changes under the Constitution, but if you have your congressional leaders in both parties saying that this is not going to happen, then it seems an unlikely thing. In Mattawan, a former bus driver is suing the Consolidated School District, and we expect to hear today from administrators, because this is the deadline for a response about this lawsuit.
She passed out candy to students on the bus that had a religious message, and of course, she says that she's been the target of religious discrimination.
Some of the candy bags had religious messages. Her lawsuit says that the kids had the choice of which ones they wanted to take, one with or without a message, and that she even had a Jewish message in a bag for one of the Jewish students on her route, so that she wasn't discriminating or forcing, I guess, religion onto any of them, according to this lawsuit. But we expect to hear from the district about that today. And finally, there's a lawmaker in Michigan, in Lansing, who doesn't think a ban on cell phones in schools goes far enough and wants to also tax kids' smartphones.
32% excise tax on phones that are intended for children. And this is Representative Mark Tisdale.
You'd have to admit that the phone was intended for a
Right.
kid in order to be
Right.
taxed
Hard
on
to-
it. So
hard
it's
to
kind
trace
of
that.
like just relying on buyers, to be honest about that.
But we should point out last month, the House and Senate passed a bill banning cell phones in classrooms.
Happy birthday
Oh, let's get to it.
We have quite a list. The first one is on the pitch.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, 41.
Some think maybe the best of all time. Some say Messi, but
This is supposed to be his last year.
Yes.
Last year at the World Cup. So
he's a great player.
happy birthday. Bobby Brown, 57 years old
Wow,
today.
New Edition. Remember him in New Edition? Then he went out on his own.
Right.
Once married to Whitney Houston.
We also have Laura Linney, 62 years old today. Great actress.
I really like her in Ozark and then Love Actually, which is one of my
That's
favorite
right.
movies.
There's so many
Yes.
great actors in that movie.
Ozark, really, that had me. I was binge watching.
That's the problem with those shows. You
Yeah.
can't put them down. Charlotte Rampling is 80 years old today.
TVN movies. She's
a big
had a great
one.
career.
And then Jennifer Jason Leigh, 64. Can't believe that.
Do you remember she was in Fast Times at Ridgemont
I remember,
High?
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably watched it a little later than you did, but I do recall. Darren Criss, 39 years old today.
I didn't know
on the
about Darren.
stage.
Glee. I haven't watched Glee, so I didn't know him.
Involved in The Voice as well.
Ah.
And then Henry Golding is 39 as well.
Crazy Rich Asians, The Simple Favor, some reality shows.
I first saw him in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, 39.
On this day in Michigan history,
Oh, yes.
in 1953, Dow Chemical introduced styrofoam.
And it's here to stay.
Yes. In 2006, can't forget the Super Bowl in Detroit at Ford Field.
You know what's really interesting? This was 2006 was during the stretch when I worked at ESPN.
Detroit obviously didn't play in the Super Bowl.
I didn't get to cover any Super Bowls. That's a missing chapter
Oh,
of my
no.
resume. Never got to cover a Super Bowl.
Next
I've never
year,
been to a
Detroit's
Super
going to
Bowl.
make it, and you're going to go.
Well, let's talk to the boss about that.
Well, first we have to make it.
First we gotta make it.
It's going to happen.
All right.
That's our closest brush with the Super Bowl. This is just kind of interesting. In 1988, brook trout became the official state fish. Now trout had been a state fish, but this is when they narrowed it down because there's a lot of different types of trout. So,
4 different types of trout.
and they narrowed it down. It's brook trout, the lucky winner.
Michigan had 4. They named brook trout. That's the one.
That's it.
That's the
Get
one.
out of here, other trout.
We have a poll, don't we?
We do. So first, the results of the poll that we put out yesterday on Daybreak. Are you going to watch the Super Bowl at a house party or a bar? There's no
It's a runaway.
no debate. House party, 95%. That's it. Final
That's
results.
the most lopsided poll that we've had.
It is. The next question, a lot more nuanced. Why are you watching the big game?
For the game? For the commercials? Halftime show?
This is our digital producer added the option I'm not. Like that was a last minute addition to this poll, and that's the one that's leading right now.
That surprises me. Now the number's gone down. It was as high as I think 51.
It is, yes.
So it's gone down. More people are saying the game, of course.
You can scan the QR code there and vote right now. or
I've
you can go
voted
to the
twice
website.
already.
Did you just have 2 different computers that you rely on for these votes?
I vote on my phone and then I vote on the
that makes sense.
iPad that we use
Well, you
for
could do your
Daybreak.
computer and add a third
I
vote.
could add a third vote, my desk computer.
For me, I don't know.
It's the game for me.
Normally it's the game, but I
Yeah.
just don't care.
Yeah, no, it's just it's an event.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl, so
You wouldn't be watching if not for the game, so you would think that would be the answer.
I'm going to try to stay up to watch it.
You might not be here
If
Monday,
I'm
so-
off Monday, I will absolutely watch it. If I'm not
But
off
we won't be
Monday,
able to talk to him about it.
not sure.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Have a great day.